Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be starting a brand new creative island. We are going to be doing... So when I first start an island, I started in creative. Like, I allow myself to um, a glider. I allow myself a glider if I start in creative mode, which is fine, right? But we try to do everything else kind of on our own, for a little bit anyway, just until we kind of... I want to do something new with this dude. I love those eyes. Okay, we'll just do that. Okay, so we are going to do our name, and we are going to name it. What are we going to name it? We're going to name it Gardenia, because that is my favorite flower. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I go between mouse and keyboard and between controller. So it is, a little more fun that way, I think. As there, I really like flying and driving with the mouse and keyboard. I think it's a little bit easier, but every other function is just easier with the controller for me anyway. That's not always the case with everybody, but for me, it seems to just be easier that way. Because of my dexterity issues, a lot of times mouse and keyboard is hard for me just because of the repetition of the WASD. So we will from time to time just kind of go back and forth between. But like I was saying, when I start a new creative island, the only thing I allow myself is a glider. Just because, again, we want to try to do as much as we can non-creatively, because we're still trying to enjoy the game, right? For sure. I actually legit kind of like that hairdo. Not gonna lie. But I think in order to go into creative mode, we have to at least save the day. We've been through this before, so we're just gonna speed through it. We're gonna actually change the setting to have this go a little bit faster. We're gonna change our settings real quick. Oops. We're gonna go super fast. Just because we already know kind of everything else. Okay. Everything else is okay. Alright. So just because we know everything, let's take a look at our map. That's actually not a bad map at all. The dock is in a really good place. There isn't a whole lot of... this right here would look really cute. And where we're at. So there's actually not a whole lot of water. So that'll be prime building real estate. So actually, I think we got really lucky with this map. Okay. So let's go find a place to set this tent down. So right now we're in, where are we? We're in the bushlands. Okay, that's not too bad. The river, desert, the Billabong. The plains and the tropics are over here. So one thing I do beginning of the game is I always take advantage of it and I try to find my teletowers. Now, the reason I say this is because if you look in the top left-hand corner, you will see that the time is not moving at all. So we are going to take advantage of that. We are going to collect all of our resources, right? Because beginning of the game, resources are incredibly important. So, hello, Mr. Jackaroo. We are going to find fruit. We are going to find gum logs. We are going to find seashells. We are going to avoid crocodiles or anything else that want to do us harm, because they will try. So let's take a look and see where a good place to have this tent would be. So there's a cute little formation here. Now there's nothing to say that it has to be right next to the docks. There's actually something. Let's kind of make our way down here. See, we were kind of going in this direction anyway. So we got a lot of doggo dens, which is nice. I don't know, like, we don't need anything like really like vastly open, right? Yeah, I don't think it needs to be like really open. So I did try, we did stream the version on the Switch, and I'm gonna say that my preference is still the PC, just because I got the game on the Switch just because when I travel, and I kind of have those the Dinkum withdrawals, you know. This might actually be really cute. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find our first teletower, and then we will put our. We're gonna put our base tent right by our teletower if it's nice enough of a location. So north, south, east, and west. So I'm thinking maybe our teletower is going to be somewhere in this location. So let's head over there, because now remember, the day's not going anywhere. Okay. Like, you're not going to run out of time. It's not going to get dark. It's not going to... Nothing is going to happen. So you really have a lot of time to gather resources and... ooh, free meat. We love that. That'll come in handy. So remember, anything and everything will be helpful. So yeah, as I was saying, I got it on the Switch, and I mechanically, like, it's still something to get used to, right? That's why I think I'm gonna kind of save that for personal use. I don't know that I'm going to stream it from the Switch, just because I don't think that it is. It would just, it's one of those things that's just, it's a personal reason. And besides, you know, I think it runs really good on PC, so most of my community tend to enjoy it on the PC, even though most of them are console gamers. I mean, the only thing is just what we wouldn't be able to. Oh, there is a teletower right over there. Look at me. Look at me go. Alright, we're gonna collect these shells. Now, the reason we're collecting shells is because when we do jobs for people, a lot of times they will ask for silly things like shells. Well, shells aren't silly, but you know, they are one of those things that is a little less than fun to get. So we're just gonna do a nice little route here. So I wanted to do kind of a let's play for this first the first first island, um, just because the beginning of the game stuff is kind of, monotonous. Everybody's done it. And plus, I'm not going to get to this island right away in terms of streaming, just because of other things going on. But we made a new streaming island, right? So this will be a fresh one from the beginning. And this is the first video for that island. That is actually really cool. It's not that far away from the dock, actually. Had I been a more keen observer, I would have noticed it. I'm just like, I have this. All right, I'm gonna put these away so that I can make it not carry around that tent this whole time. Okay. So we're not going to quite put the base tent down yet. Where did it go? Hello, Marco? I just saw it too. There it is. I was gonna say it's not far away from the dock. Okay, so it actually wasn't in the direction that we were going, but that's okay. I like that it's close though. Alright, so it is here. So we're gonna mark it with a big X. So yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Day one, take advantage of time not going anywhere. At least find all of your teletowers. You might not be able to, obviously, fix them all, but definitely locate them so that you kind of know where they're at. Okay, so this is the North Teletower. So the next one is probably, I'm going to mark where I think they are. I would say probably right in here. And maybe up here. So we've got the north one, the east one, the west one, and I'm gonna say the south one is in some faraway land. Alright. We're also going to locate all of our wary move spots because beginning of the game, as soon as you're able to start trapping, wary moves are a lot of money. So we'll put collection points at where the majority of them are at because we want to get a good bang for our buck, right? And so we'll put down the collection points, we'll get the traps, and even though, like I said, we're going to be in creative mode, we're still going to play the game, right? We're still going to play the game. We'll just, have a little bit of assistance, that's all. So you you actually can't change into creative mode until you actually save the game first. So you're gonna have to go the hard way. Because I tell you, having a glider to go to these teletowers would be a whole lot easier, but this is one of those reward, right? We're rewarding ourselves. Hey, Mr. Kidney, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Alright, we got mangroves over here. Now, I did increase my chunk distance just so that I can see a little bit further into the abyss, so that the towers are a little bit easier to spot. So, okay, so we're getting in here. So come on, camera. Okay, so where there are baby moos, there are probably bigger moos, scarier moo-moos. We call them nay-nay moos because you don't want to get anywhere close to them, because they'll try to feed off of your soul. And we don't want that. Okay, so no worry moves there, which is interesting. Normally the tropics and the mangroves is where I've seen a lot of wary moves. So that's interesting. Bombs away. So also while you're out trying to locate your towers, find the fruit, right? Find the bananas, find the kwangdongs, find the other stuff. Words are hard. We'll just say that words are hard. And of course, always be very vigilant about crocodiles. Crocodiles will try to also feed on your soul. So look for your apples, look for your kwangdongs. See, there's kwangdongs right there. Because what I do is I plant them closer to home base so that I have a supply of them if I need them. Look at the coral. Coral is so beautiful. Sorry, I get distracted by shiny things. Don't mind me. And as you're also exploring, just pick up all the shells along the beaches, right? That is the name of the game. Bananas in pajamas. I tell you guys, the other day I was ready to record. I was ready to sit down. I was ready to do some things. I was ready to do the look at the rooster. Why don't I have a crate? So the roosters are new in the upcoming update. And we have male vombats, we have male pleeps, I think they're called plunks, and the male vombats are called vombles. So that's kind of neat. There is one wary moo nest right there. I'm going to mark it just because I just see so I'm going to mark it with the egg just because I see the nest. I don't see the actual violent turkey. I have a lot of names for these animals, so those that are in stream with me a lot, they know the names of the animals I've got. Okay, so, and I come up with new ones every day. So I also mark all of the spots where there's a lot of ore deposits. Just because, you know, money. Money is the root of all evil in the beginning of this game. Because you don't have any. Primarily because you don't have any. And you need to acquire it. Alright, so let's see. need to keep going this way, right? Okay, so can we make it across the water? I think we can. I just love the coral. The coral is so beautiful. It was such a great addition to this game. Like, it just made everything. It just made it. Right? It's what was missing, I think. Not to say that anything was really lacking in this game when it first came out. But, ooh, I found a pearl. That'll be helpful. Not to say that anything was lacking, right, in the beginning of this game, because it was brand new, it was fun, it was engaging, right? And then, you know, it was just all of these, they're called quality of life updates. And it's just kind of one of those things that prolong the interest in the game, right? You have to have quality of life updates. All right, so we are going to sell seashells by the seashore. I could never say that, even on a good day. I can never recite that. Ever. This is actually a really good route for seashells, to be honest. Because, yes, you can also sell the shells, right, to John. For a good amount. Like, and you can sell. And another reason why, you know, to get the fruit as you go along is because some of the fruit, like the kwangdongs and the bananas, actually do sell. There it is. I was actually really close in my marking. I'm so proud of me. Go me. I don't want to say like they're the foreign fruit, right? But the fruit that is a little bit harder to get, John will pay more money for, like the bananas and the kwangdongs and the apples. Um, he will pay. He will pay for them. Okay, let's finish getting these shells. So yeah, this is typical day one, right? This is what we're doing. We always, always, always take advantage of the frozen time clock. Because if we were to do this on the next day, like, it would probably be dark by now, or like late o'clock. So I've been playing this game since it launched in early access, and I'm getting better, I think, at trying to find a general location for these teletowers. Now I say that, and the next two are probably going to be incredibly way off, because that's what happens when I get overly confident. I stick my foot in my mouth. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go this way. Get these shells. I kind of wish I had a jackhammer. Take that coral too. So remember, when we're doing first creative, like, and again, this is how I play. This is not to say it's how you play, right? I have always said it. Play the game the way you want to play it. If doing full creative doesn't take away the experience for you, do full creative. There is no right or wrong way to play this game, or any game really. Play it the way you enjoy it. just because somebody else doesn't enjoy it and it takes it away from them, that's on them. That's not you, right? This is just one other way to play the game. Some people, you know, like to just have everything right away. Good on you, you know? Go for it. And then there are others that are just like, oh, well, you know, I want to still kind of enjoy the actual gameplay. But have, you know, they still have creative mode on. They just don't, they just try not to utilize it as frequently, which is valid, right? It's totally valid. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing. And so I can't stress that enough. Like, don't get caught up in, I don't want to say the politics of it, but don't get caught up in if someone's trying to tell you that there's a right way or a wrong way, because there's not. And they know that. They're just trying to be stinkers. All right, so we're gonna try and go this way and look for our third teletower. And we will see if we are successful. So before creative mode, right, there was the dev menu. I don't know how many of you remember the dev menu, but the dev menu has since been replaced by creative mode. The dev menu was kind of yet another way. Like, people called it a cheat. I called it creative, right? We've all called it creative because that's what it was, right? It was just another, it was a creative way to play the game, right? And so when, you know, the dev menu was introduced, you know, we all lost it. We lost the plot. We were like, oh my god. But here's the thing, guys. Like, James allows us to use it, right? So really, I wouldn't consider that cheating, right? If the developer is like, hey, here is a fun tool for you to use during your gameplay, why not? Okay, this one has 2 woo-moos. This one has 2 double birds, so we're gonna put the kiss of death right there. Alright, I need to go this way. And hopefully they didn't spot me. So, Wary-moos, they're a little easier to trap just because they only have one attack, and that is to just headbutt you, right? Bush devils are a little harder to trap because, you know, they throw fire, so they're a little bit harder to contain. But, you know, we'll definitely put collection points by bush devil dens as well, because any money that you can make in the beginning of the game, you're gonna be Gucci. Look at that! Okay, so see, I really wasn't that. Oh, Mr. Crocodile. I really hope you don't sense me in the water. Wade in the water and run away from the crocodile. Okay. Out of the water. Okay, so we weren't too far off. We weren't that far off, right? Because we said it was over here, and it's like right here. So hey, we are pretty good, I have to say. I consider that a win. All right. Oh, apples. Apple. So those that don't know, I am currently living and working in Thailand. And so I'm also trying to learn Thai as well. Uh, so it's an interesting, it's been an interesting journey, right? Ooh, it's gonna get you. Gonna get you, get you, get you. Oh, okay. So we're gonna mark this place. We're gonna mark it with a fire pit because it's a bush devil, right? So we're going to get these shells. So we have our teletower marked. Ooh. There's more apple trees over there. And another bush devil. I don't really worry about the single bush devils, but if there's multiple ones, you know, that's just always more money, right? He's just chilling out over there. Okay, so I need to find a way up to get the apple up there. Here we go. I was say there should be a way up there. I don't want to disturb you, Mr. Devil. I thought there was an apple tree up here. Where'd it go? Sleeping Beauty. No, you just stay asleep. Oh, it's over here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Nothing tasty. Ooh, bottle brush. Nice. Ooh. Uh-oh. What found me? Oh, no, 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 no. You need to be sleeping. Go back to sleep. Can you make it up here? Uh-huh. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, we got bottle brush. I just can't get the seeds, though. Because I don't have anything to get the seed. But that's fine. Oh, there's another apple tree over there. Okay. Oh! Gosh. Why didn't you just run away? Go back to sleep. You're not supposed to be awake. Oof. Sheesh. We are in bush devil territory, y'all. Alright, so like here is a really good deposit of ore. So I'm gonna put a diamond there. Just to know that I can come back to it. So the bottle brush, you can make bottle brew, right? And then as soon as we get like an axe or something, we'll come back to this location and we'll get the bottle brush seeds. And then we'll plant those closer to home base. Okay, this is everything over here. Oh, there's another apple tree. There's another apple tree right in the den of iniquity. Holy buckets, man. Why does it have to be right there? Oh, that is just pure evil. I don't know that I'm gonna get away with my life here. I'm into the water. Can you make it in the water? I didn't think so. No, but you're sure gonna try though, aren't you, friend? You're gonna try. Yeah, just, you know, another good idea. Take the time on day one to go, I don't, foraging, right? This counts as foraging, right? So you're getting your levels up as well, and you're getting your resources, right? So really good plan, early game, just day one, right? When you're searching for your teletowers, you're gonna come across a lot of beaches, a lot of forests, so take advantage of the time, right? No time is passing, right? We didn't freeze the clock, right? We didn't have a silver pocket watch, so we can't slow down time. And you know, it's a good way to mark out your route, right? Or mark out where things are at, right? All right, so our, whoops. Oh, right, is this shell really worth it? Are these shells really worth trying to navigate around the pit of Hades? Of course there's an apple tree up there. Of course there's an apple tree up there. Why wouldn't there be? Is it on this side or is it on the other side? Which side is it on? What side are you on? There. Right next to the Sleeping Beauties. Oh, goodness. Alright. I thought I got these ones already. Can we do it quietly? No. Bye. Me love you long time. Not really. Me no love you at all. Alright, so final teletower we think is down this way. But we gotta go. Oh boy. Are we gonna make it? I don't know if I have enough stamina to make it across there. What's after me? Oh god. No! Hi, Bob. Bob, leave me alone. Ooh! Ooh, am I gonna make it? Oh! That's stamina. Okay, well, I'm full. Alright, so... No, don't call them. Alright, so if you sit, you can replenish some of your health. But we're not gonna sit right there. we're just gonna sit in a pin. A bush devil pin. Why not? We're living on the edge, right? Okay. I haven't seen. Normally there's some bush limes that are like sporadically around here, but there are none, which is fine. Okay, so we're going in this direction. No, we're not. Okay, so we gotta find a way to get across quicker and not play with the sharky sharks or the crocodiles. Okay. And I saw something over here. Apple tree. I did. Okay. Okay. Cool. And that connects to that beach. So we have to go across here. And we have to not get stung, and we have to not meet our fate. Because a jellyfish sting will poison us. Which is new. It never used to. But I'm fine. Look at all the heart. Okay. And an apple tree. And he's not close by. Can I make it up? I can. I can. Look at me, Mom. I did it. That's a lot of jelly over here. So you know what? We're gonna do... I don't know why I put apple there, but it's just a different marker. So there's a lot of jelly. So as soon as we get a spear or some kind of unaliving device, we will make our way back over here. Because we need jelly for blowtoads. Blastoids. Blastoads. For when we decide to, you know, venture into the mines. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of shells over here. Jackpot! I'm pretty sure all this video is going to be is just finding Artilla towers and foraging. But it's okay because it's the tedious work, right? It's the kind of things that, you know how everybody's like, oh, well, it could have been an email. It could be a video, right? So we can watch the video of the beginning of the game and not have to see it. Which, apples. I'm also distracted by shiny things. Apples are shining. I don't know why. They just are. I hate that it falls off the ledge and just disappears. You can sell the bottle brush too. Dawn will buy it. Dawn will buy anything. We're getting way off course here. Okay, let me get these. Actually, we're not. Are we? We're not. Actually, that's where our teletower's at. We kind of inadvertently found our teletower. Oh gosh, if it wouldn't have been a video, I don't think I would have believed it. And then all of these barrels, right? Take advantage of getting those barrels if you can. So I think I'm going to set up base next to a teletower, or close to a teletower. Ooh, bottle trees. These are my favorite. Y'all, we might have found our location for our basement. Just saying, because it's close to water, which will be helpful. There's a good amount of resource around here, plus, you know, there's apple trees. Ooh, we might have actually found our location. There are not any wary-moos or bush devils close by that I can see. There's a lot of jelly, which is good. There's a lot of fishy fish, which are helpful. So we are where? We're on the beach. So we're by the ocean, so that'll be really good in terms of fishing. Plus, that's just really, it's just really pretty. So one thing, so we called this island Gardenia, right? Because it's my favorite flower. So I think maybe we're gonna do like a fall island, maybe fall-ish. So we might do an apple orchard, and we can use some of the other machines to make like apple cider, right? Could totally go all out. It'd be really cute. Plus, you know, we're sort of heading into fall slash winter right now. So maybe. And plus we have a good variety of trees too. And we have Kwangdongs close by, which is nice. And the bottle trees, which are my favorite. And toward the fall, like the gum trees turn like a brownish color. So that'll be really nice. I lied. There's bush devils right there. Oh, crackers. Oh well. Maybe they're like... Okay, they are not that far away. It's like, oh, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll be a distance away. No, they're right next door. Oh well. Okay, so this is our last teletower. I'm gonna mark it anyway, even though we're right here. Because I think we should still go explore a little bit. Really taking advantage. Oh, and there's actually a desert right here. Not that there's a lot of ore, but there might be. There might be some. Ooh, hello, Cameron. There's a... Oh, there is. There's a good... Oh, there's a nice deposit right here. And bush limes. So as soon as we get our glider, we'll go find where all the werewolves are. Oh, nice. Bush limes next to Kwangdongs. I like it. So in my creative mode, I allow myself tree pinchers and a glider. Because with the tree pinchers, I can move the trees a lot easier and not have to wait until I get the mines. So those are the only two things I allow myself in creative mode. Because then it makes it a lot easier. What is following me? Oh, Mr. Crocodile. Alright, you win. You win. I'm not gonna mess with you, friend. Not at all. Not gonna mess with you at all. Oh, we're right across from a doggo den. Nice. Okay. And we got moose. So we got plenty of stone, right? Which is good. We have a little bit of, I think that's quartz crystal. And we got plenty of jackaroos. We got bush devils. So we're just harvesting everything, right? So if there's a bush devil, I mean, there may be an apple tree close by. Whoa! Okay. Just take one more gander. We can go across this way. So we've already marked our towers, right? So we know where we're going, what we're doing. And then now we're still taking advantage of the frozen clock. So that's when you get your resources. You obviously can't get your stone or, anything like that, but you can definitely harvest the trees, you can pick up the gum logs that are around. You can find out where your ore deposits are. That's another thing too. Because remember, tin and copper and all that in the early game is super, super important. And I'm just picking these up because, this counts as foraging, right? So if we're going to get our levels up early, plus then we kind of have an idea of what's around us. We're able to take that time. We don't have to be stressing about a clock. This is the relaxing part for me. So like day one, like I could spend hours just doing this, right? Just picking up all of, the loose gum log and all the bottle bread, waddle, all the waddle, avoiding danger. I'm not gonna do every deposit because obviously that would be redundant. Like it would be a waste of time because I mean every so often there's oh, can I not get up the oh no. Oh, leave me alone. Go play with the kangaroo. I just want the apple. I just want the apples. I mess with you. I didn't mean to wake you up. Bush devils are really angry in the morning. Okay. I do mark them though because then I know. Especially this one. Holy buckets, there's a lot in there. See, there's a male pleep right there. A plunk. Isn't he handsome? A lot of you are going, no. Is your taste in animals the same as your taste in men? Probably. I mean, if history has anything to say about it. Alright, so this is just a large deposit. Okay, now we're getting back to the tropics, I think, because there's bananas. So... Okay. Yep, and palm trees. Okay. Alright, so Now we need to find our way back here. And hopefully we got a good haul. I mean, we found a pearl. We found a bunch of other stuff, which is cool. We definitely stocked up. What are you guarding, Mr. Bush Devil? Are you guarding your kangaroo bones? Oh, you're sleeping. Good. Just stay asleep. You're cuter when you're sleeping. Okay, so we'll get these on our way back. Okay, so we're gonna go... Gotta go this way. Oh yeah, we weren't really far off the beaten path. Apples. Apples are such... they're like PTSD ensuing now, because like every time I see apples, I just think of bush devils. Oh, is that wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? Could be. Oh, there's more bottle brush over here. Good deal. That's good. It's just always been the case, right? Every time I see apple trees, bush devils seem to follow. They're like guardians of the apple. Okay, we're back to our tower. Okay, so let's see. Wow, we got a lot today. Look at that. 70, 82, 68. It's something you do every day. Like, every time you save, just do a route. How close to the base tent? Or how close to the teletower to a base tent? That is the other question, because it's going to be the center of town, essentially. Right next to that. Right next to the, we might have to exercise the demons later. We'll put it out on level ground. Something's in the way. Someone is in the way. Should go that way? That way. I like that way. That way's good for now. I guess if anything, we can always move it. And then we gotta place our tent. So I treat this game like I kind of do Animal Crossing. I just kind of put everything on the beach until I can find a place for it. My house is no different. Okay, so I'm gonna actually un-X. I don't know if that's even a word. Oh, we'll put ours right here, maybe. If it'll fit. Will it fit? It will. Put it right here. Cool. Hi. We've got that spark. He's a bloomin' legend. A bloomin' legend, you say? Okay, visiting site deed. Alright, where do we want visitors? Should we have visitors close to the teletower? Okay, so we don't know, we don't have a beach over here. We're in the thick of it. Everything might seem really close together right now. But that's okay. Yeah, right there's good. Okay. We're all set. Cool beans, yay. And now we have all of our achievements. Look at them just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. Recipe for a campfire. I received stone, thank you, that's nice. A bug net, yay, thanks. Okay. Can I gift you anything? First day? I can't remember. Oh. Oh. Oops. I'm on it. Okay. Oh, wait. Alright, crafting table. We gotta craft a campfire. Craft a campfire. Okay, so now. How did those already come back? I could have swore I got all of those. Alright, so we're gonna open our journal. So we've got... We're racking up our permit points already. So then we just need to catch 2 bugs and then our dailies will be done. But in the meantime, where should I put? Eventually we'll make a proper like workspace. But I think for now, normally I put everything close to the base tent, but I'm thinking maybe we'll get a head start on kind of like a proper place. So I'll put the campfire here. Ooh. And then I will... Can I do this already? I can. Okay. So now we're gonna go catch some bugs. Actually, yeah. Hold on. There we go. Take the bow. I don't actually want the fur grass seed. Thanks for that. Okay, so we need to get our health up some. Okay. Alright, let's go find some boogs. And get our dailies out of the way. And now there's probably not going to be any bugs because we're looking for them. Ooh. Oh, the day actually started, so now everything kind of... It's like the day started over, or like the day started. So now you see the time the clock is moving. So it's a proper day. So you see how fast the time moves? Oh my gosh. It's crazy, right? Okay, so this might not have been... Oop, I thought I heard a fly. Oh, it was just a moo. It was just a moo. Okay, bottle brush. Oh, there's a go. There's a go. 2 butterflies. Whoops, maybe. Come here. Come here. Hello? There we go. I'm like, wait a second. I know. Okay, we got our dailies out of the way. So yeah, completing daily tasks, optional. But again, you know, get the bugs too. So like when Theodore comes, you can just automatically get those. Plus then you can also sell the bugs to John. Maybe. Holy crap. Okay. You would think bug catching would be easier, right? Alright. So we will take advantage of the trees being replenished. See, that's also a neat little trick too. So like if you harvest them all before you set down your tent, then it's almost like you get to do it twice in one day, because you kind of do. So definitely take advantage of that. All right. Oh. Come on. We'll grab this bottle brush. Ooh, maybe. Ooh. I don't know, Mr. Bottle Brush, are you worth it? I don't know. Playing Russian roulette with your life, man. Why do you have to be right there? Okay. We were gonna play hopscotch on the rocks, man. Why'd you have to ruin my fun? How dare. Okay. Ooh, wee. Okay. It's silliness. That's all it is. Okay, let's go to... Oh, so we need to go... This way. Oh, I was right there. Why did I have to mark it? Because I'm a dodo. Okay, so base camp home. Home, James. Okay, so then we gotta lay out our sleeping bag. And then we gotta sleep until tomorrow. So we're actually saving the game. And now we'll see how much our foraging actually went up. Like our bug catching didn't go up at all. And of course our fishing didn't get up because we didn't have a fishing rod. Oh my gosh. Can I skip that? 13. Went up 13 levels in everything that we did. So from 0 to 13 in an hour. Just doing what we did. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, so John is visiting. Okay, so what I want to show you guys. We're going to quit to main menu. Okay. So when you come to the loading screen now, okay, and you want to load your game, right? We're going to load the game. So we see here, there's a little cog right there, game mode, creative, okay? So then it will be in creative mode, okay? So then you enter the game. Ooh, I love the snapshot event. That was so cool. Some of those turned out really. I love those festival lights too. Festival lights are so cool. Okay. So now we have this up here, right? So this is creative mode, right? So I'm going to give myself my glider and my tree pinchers, okay? Those are the only two things in creative mode at the beginning that I allow myself, okay? Because we already have our bug net, right? So we got that already. And then the tree pinchers I like because we can move the trees. And I can move trees closer, I can move trees further away. We can kind of semi-decorate as we go, right? So, creative mode, and because the pinchers you really don't get until later on, like in the mines, you have to go to the hot mines. So I allow myself, because I love to decorate as I go. I'm weird like that. So I kind of like to have everything placed. And of course we have to have a glider to get around, right? So you do it how you do it. And that's alright guys, that is it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you hanged in for this whole time, I hope I gave you some good pointers. We will be doing this one on stream going forward. So definitely hang in there for all of it. Yeah, and as always, remember, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I will see you guys on stream. Bye.